Question 41. When a 1G groove weld is required to be F-shie, which of the following would best describe the appropriate technique to apply the fill weld, or passes after the root weld? Answer: weaves. Question 42. Which of the following best defines the recommended gas cup inside diameter when gas tungsten arc welding? Answer: at least 3 times the diameter of the electrode. Question 43. GM&W guns are rated by which of the following? Answer: amperage rating. Question 44. It is noticed that a punch and die set is dulling faster than expected. Which of the following should be checked? Answer: tooling and equipment alignment. Question 45. When the trigger of a GM&W gun is pulled, the drive rollers turn but no wire is feeding. Which of the following is a potential cause? Answer: contaminated wire liner. Question 46. When gas tungsten arc welding, which of the following is the main cause of craters? Answer: stopping the weld power and filler rod too early at the end of a weld. Question 47. Which of the following is the minimum protective shield shade recommended for GMA welding? Answer: number 11. Question 48. Which of the following best describes a fuel flash point? Answer: the lowest temperature at which the vapor of a fuel will ignite when a flame is passed over it. Question 49. When gas tungsten arc welding aluminum, which of the following power supplies is most commonly employed? Answer: alternating current, constant current. Question 50. Which of the following physical properties affects the ability to feed or drive aluminum GMAW electrode wire? Answer: low stiffness or modulus of elasticity. Question 51. Which of the following tools is most commonly employed for verifying or producing 45-degree or 90-degree angles? Answer: square head on a combination square. Question 52. When setting up a flame on an oxyacetylene cutting torch, when there is an excess of oxygen, the flame is referred to as which of the following? Answer: oxidizing flame. Question 53. When oxy-fuel cutting, which of the following fuel gases provides the greatest amount of heat input for preheating? Answer: propane. Question 54. When submerged arc welding, which of the following best describes the adjustment made to increase arc length? Answer: increased arc voltage. Question 55. The ability for a material to retain its new shape and size after having a force applied to it is known as which? Answer: plasticity. Question 56. When plasma arc cutting, which of the following is a disadvantage of using oxygen? Answer: oxygen is hard on equipment consumables, resulting in lower consumable lifespan. Question 57. When gas tungsten arc welding, if a fitting within the shielding gas system is loose, which of the following can occur? Answer: atmospheric air may be sucked in, contaminating the electrode and/or the weld. Question 58. When gas tungsten arc welding with helium as a shielding gas compared to argon, which of the following best describes the arc voltage required to maintain the same arc length? Answer: helium requires a greater arc voltage. Question 59. On drawings, how are angles typically given? Answer: decimal degrees or degrees minutes. Question 60. When Mo, how can arc flow be reduced or eliminated? Answer: use alternating current or AC.